Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Moses They're Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's a CEO of a vitamin company, and he started his career just selling vitamins out of the back of his car. It's been done like 4 decades ago out of Gold Gym and his pursuit of health and personal success in weight training. We're basically reasoning for distributing this wonderful product to small businesses and also just basically having a new patent delivery system and the benefits of these vitamins. And he's also got a brand new product out there. And what's this company called? We'll find out just 1 minute. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from Plus Twos in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, the amazing CEO of Continental Vitamin Company and Superior Source Vitamin brand, and began his career distributing the natural dietary products out of the back of his car at Gold Gyms 4 decades ago, and always pursuing health and excellence and more. And talk about the Continental Vitamin Company, Superior Source, and a lot of great things. So let's get fit, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Ron Beckenfield. Ron, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, it's great to have you on board, Ron. So you're CEO of a Continental Vitamin Company and Superior Source Vitamin brand. You began your career distributing the dietary products out of your car trunk at Gold's Gym 4 decades ago, and your pursuit of health and personal success in weight and training were the reasons for distributing to small businesses. And later, you're buying in bulk with the Superior Source brand. Featuring the microlingual delivery system. And what is that? And how did Superior Source become so successful? We'll find out. But first of all, Ron, tell us how you exactly first got started.
Believe it or not, my parents, or my mom especially, was always a believer in vitamins. And she had me taking vitamins when I'm maybe 10 years old.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm a first generation Hungarian. So, we ate pretty good as a family. And then just like in my early 20s, I went and had products made in a laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't, and I would put my label on them. And I did that for quite a few years. Then, after being fairly successful, I went in and started to manufacture. And that's where the microlingual and the Superior Source came in. I realized in the vitamin industry or the supplement industry at that time, there wasn't a lot of clean products around. What I mean by clean, if you take a tablet and you look at the label or the back of the label, have inactive ingredients. They're usually filled with chemicals, stearic acid, and I can go on to a whole list of them. And they're generally even more inactives than actives. And I said, there's got to be something here.
Mm-hmm.
Clean, I think in the clean movement started about 20 years ago, or 25 years ago. That's when I started with the Superior Source in the manufacturing of the product. So I had these special machines built for us, and we make these very small tablets, size of a pea, that dissolve under your tongue, and you don't have to swallow large tablets. So it's been a very lucrative market. 35 to 40% of Americans can't swallow large tablets. These tablets are about a quarter the size of a dime.
Wow.
And we have about 100 products like those.
Mm-hmm.
And almost everything from soup to nuts. And we basically sell to the health food industry and, of course, online.
That is rather interesting. And of course, you got some products up there. Maybe you can just show us what are some of the things that you feature too, since you got the Superior Source as well too. So, Ron, you can just go ahead and pick a few and maybe talk a bit about it.
Sure. Well, I'll give you my what I take personally. I take a vitamin D 5000, which is right here. You see the side, a bottle comes in a box like this.
Okay.
I take that personally. I take a melatonin occasionally to sleep. I take a 5 milligram melatonin. And there's other products we make too, which are some powders we manufacture. Everything is manufactured in-house here.
Okay.
Everything that comes in the door is tested. All the raw materials for contaminants, meat potencies, so on and so forth. We test 3 times plus micros. And we have what you'd call an auditing company. It's called NFS. It comes and audits us, audits our books, and everything we do is right in here. and we have to pay them, and they come and critique us. Like
Okay.
we have 100,000 square foot plant here, but our parking lot was getting a little old. Those guys came in, I mean, I'm not talking about torn up a couple little potholes, and they make us I spent $200,000 to redo that for them.
Oh my goodness. But it's also good to get somebody come in and checking our product and everything else instead of a third party and just say, "Hey, do this, get out of here." But
I don't
I
know.
think that's something regulated and just very important as well too. And of course, that you're so unique in ways you have natural ingredients and nothing else, and just basically explain about
Well,
the
if you got the
vitamin
camera,
supplements. Yeah.
Mike, you can see how big this tablet is. You better get another pair of glasses. It's so small.
Let's see. Or can we bring up?
I'm gonna try to put it on my finger if I can.
Okay, or can we bring up just a bit closer for our viewers here? So let's see. Can we get a little closer? So yeah, I do got my glasses on. I'm trying to see here. So
Can you see it?
yes, we can. Oh my goodness. Wow.
You could probably put 4 or 5 of these on a dime. So all you do is either place it in your mouth or under your tongue. And here, I'll just take it right here, just right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It dissolves instantly, and it tastes pretty darn good, actually.
Wow, okay. Does it come in like many flavors or something? I think you're getting people really asking about what flavors do they come in. So
Most of it is bland tasting,
Mhm.
but we use a natural cherry flavor. And if it's a little bitter, we'll use a little stevia in it, and that's it. So we're not putting all the harsh binders and excipients, and those are all chemicals.
Mhm. Okay. All right. And plus you also have some of the other ingredients, preservative free, gluten free, dye free,
Absolutely.
everything like that. So what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into getting into vitamins, selling vitamins, going natural and everything like that?
That's a great question. My dad had a heart problem, and he was using nitroglycerin tablets, and they were very small and they dissolved. This is a long time ago. He said, "Son, can you make something like this?" And it kind of sent me on a mission.
Mm,
And it took me a while to get the machines designed, and it just from there, it's just pretty much history.
okay.
And we produce these, like I say, in our own plant. Everything we do here is in-house.
Okay. All right. And certainly as well too. And I can see by a picture of that with you working out. So that's a great picture right there.
Yeah, that was taken at Gold's Gym. I was 70 years old there. I'm 79 now, and I'm actually a little bigger now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I've been training with weight training for 60 years straight.
Wow. Okay.
And it's a lifestyle, maybe not for everybody, but it really works for me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great people. I don't know if you go to the gym, let's say you go at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you meet the same people all the time. You develop a camaraderie. It might not be your best buddies, but it's nice to see people that acknowledge you and know you.
Mm-hmm.
It's really worked for me. I just like the whole aspect of being healthy, and I work out twice a day still. I got up at 4 this morning. I did 40 minutes of cardio and the rest stretching about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, ate breakfast. I'm at work now talking to you. I'll
Mm-hmm.
finish up and then I'll go home and do some weight training, either
Okay.
Gold's Gym or at home.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you've been working out for quite some time as well too. And how did manage encourage you to broaden your product line? I mean, it just start a few stuff, but then you working out, you just expand to a lot of things.
We have some powders, which I have a great powder here. Let me get it for a second. I take 2 of these powders. I take this keto, which is absolutely dynamite. It's a keto protein. You can mix it in your coffee. It's just like it's fantastic. It's 10 grams of collagen and with
Mm-hmm.
all the natural fats in there, and it's a great. It's filling. I drink a drink 1 or 2 a day, and I have 3 meals, and I don't consume with all of them about 1,800 calories to 2,000 calories a day, and I'm eating a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
This I take, and another one I take regularly. I take this beauty collagen.
Oh, nice.
It has a collagen, hydrolonic acid, which keep your skin hydrated, and biotin. I'll tell you, I used to cut my fingernails maybe every few months. I have to cut them every week now. I'm serious.
Well, that'll keep the manicurists busy for
Yeah, I
sure.
mean,
Maybe buying
I mean,
those
it's
clippers.
for the skin, for the women, it's out of this world, this product.
Oh my gosh.
And they can get it over on CVC for Health.
Hmm.
They can buy it there, or you can go to Amazon or pretty much any online retailer.
Hmm.
Vitacost, iHerb. And another one I take on a regular basis, I take some beets.
Oh yeah, that's been the number one. Everybody's been talking about beets.
Yeah, but we've done is we put apple cider vinegar in there. And if
Okay.
with apple cider vinegar, if you take that, it keeps your pH balance. It's pretty hard to get sick.
Hmm. Okay.
You
Let's see.
take
Maybe
this,
just up close for our viewers here. Okay. Organic beetroot, apple cider vinegar powder, and then let's see. I think I see some things. If you want to turn it over to your was it your left or right a little bit? Okay, if you want to bring it up close, let's see. And a lot of things. It's 6 grams organic beetroot, 20 calories, appetite control, and nitrous oxide. I'm trying to see what's on there and maybe a bit more about that.
right? And when you these powders, especially the keto, it keeps you full. I mean, I have a drink and I'm not hungry for about 3 hours. So you're talking about 80 calories.
Mhm.
So you're not getting a lot of calories where, maybe you want to have a muffin or something, might be 500 calories,
Oh my gosh.
dead calories.
Hmm.
I'm keeping myself hydrated, full, and energy. And I eat about close to 200 grams of protein a day.
Hmm.
Every meal I start has protein based, then I build with fresh food behind it.
Okay, that sounds interesting. And what are some of the proteins that you recommend eating, and what are some of the ones that you want people to stay away from? Since we're on that subject, and what kind of foods
I don't
you should eat or should not eat?
I don't eat much red meat, very little. But what I do is people don't know much about is that buffalo, that's leaner and cleaner than chicken.
Really? Yeah,
People don't know that.
I was reading something about that, and we moved up here to North Dakota about 16 years ago. I never had buffalo. I've had deer, I've had duck, and I think I had a few others. But first taste of that that buffalo meat we call bison, it didn't have much of a taste to it. You add some season, but then one
Right.
day I had one of those big burgers, and I ate just a third of it, and I was already full. So, I mean,
Right.
I experienced the benefits of having some buffalo. Amazing.
I eat a lot of fish, a lot of chicken breasts, and I
Hmm.
like somewhat of a Mediterranean diet. I'd eat the hummus and baba ganoush, very low calorie and very healthy. I do eat rice. I eat almost on a regular basis egg whites and potatoes for breakfast, which is a low calorie. And it is, you're not getting like toast has all the other stuff in it. There's even sugar. You get to stay away from that as much as possible. And you try to keep full and keep the hunger pains away. And at night, if you're a little hungry, uh, sometime a handful of nuts.
Hmm.
Or if you want some chocolate, you get the dark chocolate with the cocoa. It's 72%. That is actually not bad for you if you don't eat a ton of it.
And I was just gonna go buy some, Ron. I was gonna do that for you. So,
And I keep my body weight. I'm about 175 pounds and I'm pretty lean and cut up still, even at my age.
hmm.
I got a lot of energy and I'm still actually surprisingly, I'm very strong still.
Oh my gosh, how much you're able to bench press? I'm sure
I
that
don't
people
bench
asking like,
press, but on the leg press machine, I use 545s on each side I can do 20 reps with it.
okay. And of course, since we're in the thing about workout routines and everything, like how many reps for this, how many reps for that, how many times, or like say you go on a 5-day schedule, 3-day schedule, and for the extreme, maybe a 7-day schedule.
I only, I've been training so long, most people have the problem they overtrain. What happens, you start feeling really good and you overtrain. That is probably the biggest bugaboo that'll really kill your growth. I lift weights 4 days a week, and every at the end of every workout, I do at least 500 reps of abs nonstop. Pretty much, I can do that. I got great conditioning. A little cardio, minimum of 20 minutes. Most of the time, it's 40, and I have a lot of energy.
Mm, it certainly does as well too. And of course, you're excited to talk about some of the products that you got out there with Ron Beckenfield, the CEO of Continental Vitamin Company and the Superior Source 5-minute brands, but first listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by SoundCloud Studios. Visit online at SoundCloudStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. SoundCloud Studios is the answer. SoundCloud Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@SonicWebStudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give an official shout out to our official sponsor, the Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews, and Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also Apple, Odyssey, BitChute, Rumble, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, and also on Podbean, Pandora, and more. And follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and more. Make sure you take it with you on any mobile device. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today and support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We're here with the amazing CEO of Continental Vitamin Company and Superior Source Vitamin Brands, Ron Beckenfeld, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we talk about the latest product that you got out, and you're selling from your car as well. And
Got to start somewhere, Mike.
Yeah,
got to start somewhere.
That's right.
I got in the business. It was just in the 1960s. It was just a burgeoning industry, and there wasn't a lot of health food stores. And you just I live in Southern California. I don't know people. I would drive 100 miles a day all the time. There was no traffic, so I'd go from the valley all the way to Orange County, which is about an hour drive, and just whatever it took. You got to do whatever you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
The discipline. The most important thing in life, be successful, is discipline. If you're disciplined, you can really get a lot done with your time. I mean, who doesn't got 20 or 30 minutes to put into their self? You sleep 8 hours. What are you going to do with the other 16 hours?
Good question. I think some people don't even think about it. This is good.
I mean, I know you have a family, but if you maybe have to get up an extra 20 minutes, that's a discipline. Let's say you normally get up at 6, you maybe get up at 5. Everybody needs their own little space for a while, and the exercise will clear your head and get you going, or you do it in the evening when you come home.
Okay.
And that seems to be very effective for me, and it works. And if you're feeling good, your mind is good. Gives you a positive attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your, if you exercise regularly and you follow just I would call somewhat of I wouldn't even call it diet. Diets don't work, just a lifestyle eating, clean eating. You're going to look good, man. I promise you.
Yes.
Everybody.
Certainly indeed as well too. And you mentioned about diets and everything like that, and you hear about the 16-8 and everything else is just 3 meals a day, and just simply clean and nothing else in it for you.
Yeah, you're better off eating 5 times a day. Even if you have an apple as a meal, or maybe a little handful of nuts, or these protein drinks are really, 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 really effective for me. They fill me up, and I usually get hungry between breakfast and lunch, and lunch and dinner, and that's where those protein drinks came in. It curbs the appetite, it fills you up, and you're not getting a lot of calories.
That's a good point.
You're not, almost any protein powders are maybe 100, 150 calories. I mean, that's not a lot.
Mm-hmm. Right. And of course, what are some of the protein drinks you recommend? And if you got some over there you want to talk about, feel free to do so. I think I can use one right now.
I use this keto works very effective in coffee before I work out, especially. So I get the caffeine, and I'm getting the collagen, which is protein.
You can put some on mine right now if you want. So,
And I do take other types of protein. I do use a whey protein. I do use a pea protein, but it's mainly the food I eat. Very good fresh. You can eat all you want if you eat fresh food.
mhm.
All you want. Uh, a pound of greens is only 100 calories. I'd like to see how long it take you to eat a pound of greens. That's a big salad.
Ooh, you're really putting me to the challenge right there. I was going to suggest less, but maybe I'll have to up it a little more. So,
A pound of greens, I mean, you'd be grazing eating that. I mean, that's a lot.
oh
For
yeah.
100 calories, a baked potato is about 75 to 100 calories. You know, I mean, I don't weigh my food, but I know basically a basket of strawberries, another 100 calories, 75. And I know how many calories I'm taking in every day, pretty much within a few hundred.
You also mentioned something about you eat rice as well too. Is it white rice, brown rice, or is there a particular rice that you eat?
You know, everything was all about the brown rice, but they've done a lot of new studies, and actually the white rice is just as good. And I eat both.
Really?
Yes, that surprised me.
Hmm. That's interesting. So,
You just can't
how
eat
is
a
it?
lot of it. I mean, you just don't eat. I mean, you can't sit there and bowl after bowl with every meal. But I mean, everybody needs carbohydrates, and somebody says you don't. That's BS. You
Mhm.
need carbs. Where are the carbs coming from? From white bread? No. But if you're eating fresh carbs, you need some energy, and you don't need to have to be drinking these drinks that have sugar and 200 or 300, 400 milligrams of caffeine, and that's a little excessive.
Mhm.
Fresh food, you can eat all you want.
Mm. That is really interesting. I think I'll go after mac and cheese instead on that one. So,
That probably is 1,000 calories. That would eat you up half your day.
oh, there you go. I'll have to remind some people about that too. And then let's see. I'm trying to think. What are some of the things you can eat and can't eat? It's
You
like,
can eat everything fresh. Just be careful with the salads or the dressings. You can get clobbered with those things with hundreds of calories. You know, what most people have a lot of trouble with is how to read a label.
oh yeah, that's a good point.
You're reading labels, you can really understand. You got to watch the serving size. It can be very tricky, Ricky.
Hmm.
So you got, it's one can or one half a can or one serving or one piece. So it can be if you can read labels, you got it made.
Okay.
Serving sizes, and it's all on the back, and you just got to kind of gives you a per serving, per calories. You got to be able to understand that. And
Hmm.
sugar is probably the worst thing you can have.
Right. And I've seen some people overeat and everything else, especially at buffets as well too. Sometimes it could bring, sometimes that can be a killer too.
Well, each to their own. I'm just saying what works for me. I mean, I like the challenge of the discipline. Yeah, I can go out and eat all the junk I want, but I don't feel good afterwards, mentally and physically.
Right. Yes. Yes.
It's
And
just kind of a lifestyle thing. I mean, they've made things have changed so much in the food business. They can make cardboard taste good these days. I mean, it really can. And the reasons why these fast food places don't sell it because a lot of people they don't want to eat that type of food. But if you know how to prepare it, all of it can be good.
hmm right. And especially the prices going up and everything. I think people are leaning towards go about eating fresh, hunting for food, growing food, and everything else. It seems like the trend is going the other way where people are going back to eating natural, but that's going to take some time.
Absolutely. Well, here in California, the fast food people that get $20 an hour to work here.
I was watching that on Fox
I
News
don't
yesterday when I was filling in at Capoeira Radio in Bismarck, and I looked and went, "Oh my goodness, that's going to put people out of work. You're going to have machines and everything. It's like, is that going to affect the quality of food? It's like,
know, but they're going to
God,
raise prices. So somebody's going to have to pay for it.
right,
I
exactly.
understand, the rents, especially in California and places. I don't know what it is there. I mean, it's very expensive to live here, and it's pretty hard.
Hmm. Right, exactly. And of course, what you got as well too. You want to talk about what's coming up new with Ron Beckenfield, Superior Source, Continental Vitamin Company. What's the products he's got out? Find out just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios, and brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson Missing. We'll be back with the CEO of Continental Vitamin Company and Superior Source Vitamins brand, Ron Beckenfield, after this time. We're back to the amazing Ron Beckenfield here on the Mike Wagner Show. And He talked about some of the products he featured on Superior Source, and word is that you've got some brand new products out there.
I
And
got one
tell
that's
us more
going to
about that.
be, it'll get you excited. Creatine is probably the number one researched item, a product there is. It's mainly been in the bodybuilding world, but it's crossing over. What we've done is we come up and use another ingredient. It was called HMB.
Oh, okay.
And HMB is basically to help you as you get older, you lose your muscle mass.
Mm-hmm.
I can look at anybody and tell you if they're losing bone mass or muscle mass. And they're finding out with studies now, even more than anything in the world, keeping your protein up and your muscle mass is the most important thing for longevity now. That's just like a house. It doesn't have a foundation. Your foundation's your skeletals. And if
Mm-hmm.
your protein goes, and you're going to pretty much start losing your muscle mass, and everything in the house comes down.
Hmm. That's a good point. I like that. And what does HMB stand for?
Hydra, Matthew. Uh, I got it written down. It's a long word. It's got to be pronounced. It's
Well,
on the,
we like mental challenges,
you
that's
know,
for sure.
it's on the tip of my tongue, Michael. No fear. Beta hydra, beta methyl butyrate.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's
So,
a yeah. And
okay.
that we're the first company or one of the first to mix those two ingredients together. So you got the creatine for muscle mass for sure, and this HMB will keep you from losing your muscle mass. So we're giving you a 1-2 punch. This is brand spanking new for us.
And certainly indeed. And how about for mental fitness and mental clarity? That's been the number one as well. Oh, yeah.
Well,
You
that,
wanted to
that
show
goes
that one.
back again. If you take care of yourself and you keep active and you exercise, all that's going to fall in line, man.
Uh-huh.
It's just like a chain. It will fall in line, and those are very important. All of them together.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise is extremely important. If you don't have to be a maniac over it. 20 minutes a day, whatever the hell you like doing, yoga or Pilates, weight training. Uh, I think very important as you get older, balance and stretching is critical. And if you start just doing a little of that, you're going to generally feel good overall. And if you're in fairly decent shape, you feel happy, you know, I think it's a real winning combination. It don't have to be like a god or anything, but just respectable.
Right. That's exactly it. And what else you have that's coming out that you
This
have
is
out right now, or what else is coming out?
well, this is our number one deal right here. This creatine HMB. We're just going to launch this right now,
Okay. All
and
right.
yeah, and we'll see. But we have over 100 items.
Okay. And where can we find all your products at?
You can go to CVC for Health or any online, including Amazon, Walmart, any of the usual suspects. We're at Sprouts, which is a national health food chain, Vitamin Cottage, a national health food chain, a Vitamin Shop. We have an awful lot of retail distribution. We got just a great product and a great company and great people working here.
And
We're just
certainly,
about 100 employees,
uh-huh. That
and
had to be amazing. Yes, indeed. So we're here with the CEO of Continental Vitamin Company and Superior Source Vitamin Brands, Ron Beckenfield, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And just a few more things, Ron. What else can we expect from you 2024 and beyond?
I want to live to 100, man. I want to do this pod show when I'm 100 years old, and
I,
you'll only be 50,
you know something? It's like you said you're 79, and
80.
I'm close to 80. Well, I'll mark this right now. So it's like, 20 years from now, I'll have you on the show. And I can see myself being on the show and having you on. So I'm writing this down right now as we speak here. So,
Another thing for reviewers, a little off color. I'm an old dude and I still have a sexual life, and I don't know what you'd want to call it. I have sex about at least 4 times a week still at
uh-huh.
80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That shows you got to be fit mentally and physically to do that.
Right. Yes. And that's very
And I'm
important
not
as well.
BSing you at all.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Right. And that's a really good thing. I think
no
everybody should.
Viagra, none of that nonsense.
Well, who needs that little blue pill you see on late night? So that's a good reminder. I got to say that. So,
Yeah, I mean, if you feel good, everything falls in place, and the way you take, it's what you put in life's what you get out of it, man. I mean, if you put 20, 30 minutes a day and you're going to see it and just watch what you eat, read the labels, you're going to just do being great.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, it makes a huge, huge difference.
Uh-huh. And very important as well. I'm gonna start doing that myself too. So
I don't want
I'm
you
I'm
looking,
I'm one of them. So
I don't want you looking too good, huh?
well, see, in about 20 years when I have you out when you're 100, how's that? I'll
How
put
old are
that as a
you?
challenge. I am going to be 60 next month.
I got underwear that old, Mike. Come on.
Well, that'll be for another time. We'll talk more about
Right.
that.
We're having a good time. That's what life's about, you know. I mean, you gotta have a good.
There you go. Or even 10, we can do that too. We'll get away with 10. How's that? 5 would even be more better. So,
Well, you know, like I said, if you take care of yourself with modern medicine, you know, I mean, you should get your blood pulled. You should get a checkup once a year and look at your blood. If you tend to have some prostate problems in the family, get your blood pulled a little more often. But a lot of this is all diet related to this. You know, if you're 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight, you're gonna have some problems, man.
right, exactly.
And you just take care of yourself, and that's the game, and have a good outlook on life.
Mm-hmm. And that is very important indeed. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Excuse me?
Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
I think my father was.
Okay.
I'm a first generation. My dad came over here. He worked as a busboy,
Oh, wow.
and it wasn't easy. He worked very, very hard. He instilled that hard work into me. This guy worked 16 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week, till he was at least 60 years old before he made any money.
Wow.
Brought his parents out from the concentration camps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. And that's very important and very amazing. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Just keep a positive attitude. And I think the discipline is the key to life. If you
Mhm.
can just discipline yourself to be able to get up and get things done. Remember, you got 24 hours a day, so you want to sleep 8. You got 16 hours to kind of figure things out.
Mm-hmm. And that's very vital as well, too. So we're all keeping track this way, too. So we got all that. So
Uh, I don't know about that.
I'm joking.
I'm not such a big fan of that, to be honest with you. I think for the young people, especially, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. That'll be on another subject. When I have you on about 5 years from now, so we'll do that. So
Hey, anytime I'm right here for you, man.
there you go. That's a good thing. We're here with the CEO of Continental Vitamin Company and Superior Source Vitamin brand, Ron Beckenfield, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Ron, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. We love having you back. Once again, what's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your goods?
And you're an absolute pro. You're unbelievable.
And
Oh,
what's the website?
excuse me?
And what's the website?
CVC for Health or SuperiorSource.com. And you can
All right.
probably you can buy in any internet sellers you can buy our product at.
Okay. We'll
And
certainly
we
check.
moderately price. We're not a pricey thing. We made it so people can afford to buy. You're not going to
Okay.
pay $50 or anything like that. No way.
Okay. We'll certainly check that out. Once again, Ron, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. We love having you back. Wish you all best. And Ron, you definitely have a great future ahead of you.
Thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you later.